right, Shalom. I want to start off as always by giving all praises and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim, Racha HaKodash. Double honors unto the apostles, the elders, and the bishops of Great Millstone. I want to send much love unto the brothers out there doing this work in truth and sincerity. And I also want to send peace and blessings unto the believers of the hopeful elect. And in this open forum lesson, I wanted to play this video here by Anonymous Official, and he put together pretty much a compilation video. All right, it covered a few things, and it's 12 minutes and 47 seconds. All right. The main portion that I want to focus in on is the beginning of this video, where Alex Jones speaks about the fires in LA and how pretty much those fires was a setup to bring in something called LA 2.0, right? It's a Marshall Plan that they have prepared, and you're going to actually hear the governor of California say this, okay? They're pretty much getting prepared for the 2028 Olympics, but also they have something called 2028 Smart LA. So these devils, man, are preparing, okay? They're going forth with their plans. Now, also, I want to say this too. I first heard the elder brother from GMS London, Require Quam, go into this first about the LA fires and tying it with 2028 Smart LA City. Okay, he was the first one I seen to go into that, and like as soon as I saw his video, I was like, damn. I was like, you know what? That's the reason, bro. You know, I immediately said, yep, that's the reason, man. And I remember them, speaking about, the Olympics and all this Smart LA stuff, but to the spirit, man, the Lord had that elder to pretty much tie it together. And here you have Alex Jones also going into, pretty much the same thing. All right. It's fascinating. All right. But these devils are working, man, and they're pushing forward with their plan. Okay. 15-minute cities are going to be a normal thing. All right. You having a carbon footprint going to be a normal thing very soon. Okay, very soon, bro. They're pushing heavy. Okay, and for you Trump believers out there, right? You MAGA believers, if you think Donald Trump is against the NWO, he's not. He's not against the globalists. He's not against the elites. He's bought and paid for. Okay, and he may be the one to bring in an MOTB system, okay, before his reign is up in 2028. But enough of my rambling, man. I'm gonna get into this here, and Lord willing, this is edifying, all right? So here we go. Make sure the volume is good. Here we go.
This is massive. He's announced the Marshall Plan, LA 2.0. Gavin Newsom has announced dictatorial rule, placing his commission in control of the entire city, to suspend all laws and regulations under emergency rule, to bring in the UN treaty model for sustainable 15-minute cities starting in the Palisades, suspending everyone's property rights as a giant test of the model of the future, what the UN and the IMF and World Bank have already been doing in the third world for 80 years.
Over the course of the next several years, Los Angeles will be host to the World Cup, and then the Super Bowl, and then the Olympics. With this rebuilding effort needing to take place, is LA going to be ready for all of those global events?
My humble position, and it's not just being naively optimistic, that only reinforces the imperative moving quickly, doing in the spirit of collaboration and cooperation. President of the United States, Donald Trump, to his credit, was helpful in getting the Olympics to the United States of America, to get it down here in LA. We thank him for that. This is an opportunity for him to shine, for this country to shine, for California and this community to shine. The opportunity with all of that and all that opportunity and that pride and spirit that comes from not just hosting those 3 iconic games and venues, but also the opportunity, I think, to rebuild at the same time. And that's why we're already organizing a Marshall Plan. We already have a team of looking and reimagining LA 2.0, and we're making sure everyone's included, not just the folks on the coast, people here that were ravaged by this disaster.
You just said you're organizing a Marshall Plan for the rebuilding of California. What is that Marshall Plan? Tell us about this Marshall Plan.
We're just starting to lay out. I mean, we're still fighting these fires. So we're already talking to city leaders. We're already talking to civic leaders. We're already talking to business leaders with nonprofits. We're talking to labor leaders. We're starting to organize how we can put together a collection of individuals.
Stop lying. Galvin Newsom, whatever your name is, you ain't just starting to talk to nobody. You've been talking to people, okay? But since he's on TV, you know, he got to talk like that. But they've been behind the scenes preparing, planning, okay? They got 4 years until the Olympics, all right, come here to America, to LA, and they got to get on the move, okay? So I'm pretty sure they're moving quickly, and it's going to be exposed, all right, what they're really trying to do. But most people won't care anyway, all right? They're going to look at it as something cool and tight, you know, with the smart city stuff and robots everywhere, you know. Esau going to make it to where the people like it, you know. She actually love it, okay? But it's a trap. It's a trap, man. But hey, it's prophecy, so it has to come to pass, all right? But this is going to be taking place across all the cities of Babylon the Great, all right? They will become so-called smart cities, right? Which goes hand in hand pretty much with a 15-minute city. So just be on the lookout, man.
On philanthropy for recovery, how we can organize the region, how we can make sure that we are seeking federal assistance for the Olympics more broadly, but also federal assistance for the recovery efforts, and how we can galvanize the community with folks that love this community to really develop a mindset so that at scale, we're dealing with the scope of this tragedy and responding to it at scale with efficiency, like the executive order I talked about, time value of delivering projects, addressing building codes, addressing permitting issues, and moving forward to rebuilding and being more resilient.
Of course, they already have the official plan. There it is, all UN directed. But he doesn't know exactly what it is yet. Oh, there it is, Smart LA 2028. Oh, and the main hub is the Palisades. And you're supposed to get all excited. We're going to build back. We're going to do it. We're going to have the management just cut through everything where you don't have any rights. That's what he means there. You will be governed and policed by AI, Smart LA 2028, smart cities. Oh, the local news says, don't listen to people. Oh, what are they going to make in Lahaina? In Maui? Oh, a smart city. And people are just now waking up to this. In Europe, in 56, they set up the EU Commission on a so-called trade deal, put politicians in the countries to sign over their rights. In the mid-90s, it was still a conspiracy theory whether the EU would be official. When people opposed it, they said it's not going to take over. And then in 2000, it officially launched, but it had really been set up in 56 out of the Marshall Plan set up in 1945 of the OECD. The Organization of Economic Cooperative Development. And you read the IMF, World Bank, Central Bank documents, they talk about that's the global banking receivership system, never letting control back to those countries.
The special role of the World Economic Forum. It is a place where at the beginning of the year, we come together to analyze the state of the world in a systemic and strategic way. The cornerstone of our program leads to uncertainty, generalized fear, and pessimism.
All the countries in the world need to be very careful.
Real quick. Don't forget, man, the World Economic Forum annual meeting is happening January 20th to the 24th. All right. January 20th to the 24th. So essentially going to be for 5 days. All right. Monday through Friday of next week. Right. Matter of fact, that's the same day that, well, Monday is, I think that's inauguration day, I believe, when Trump get into office. Yeah. So while that inauguration going on, okay, as a distraction, the World Economic Forum going to be meeting and planning how to further subdue the earth. Okay, you see this, bro? This devil, he's very calculated. All right. While the inauguration is going on, everybody watching TV and Trump, and stuff, they go, excuse me, they're gonna be in Davos, Switzerland, planning how to further subdue the world. Let me just show you here on the screen. WEF. Let's show you right here, man. Right there. Right there in your face. Okay. January 20th, Monday. Right? It started that Monday, the same day inauguration happens. And the theme for the meeting is collaboration for the intelligent age, right? They consider this the intelligent age, especially going into 2030. Oh man. But this is the intelligent age, right? And with LA coming with this LA smart city crap in 2028, it all goes into it, man. It all goes into it, bro. This going to be the further revelation of artificial intelligence, right? Robots, drones, heavy surveillance on all sides, right? Digital IDs, CBDCs, a carbon footprint, you name it. Okay, you name it. They're coming forth with it. Okay? They are coming forth with it, man. These people have a goal in mind. They have an agenda in mind. They want to fulfill it. And the Most High got the spirit on them to do it. Okay? If you think Esau is acting off his own accord, he is not. The Most High has Esau on fire to bring forth this MOTB system. Okay? They're working day in and day out, bro. All right? Day in and day out. And they really want to get this stuff implemented before 2030. Okay? They really want to do it. But I want to go back here to the video, man. But be on the lookout for that meeting. Okay?
Work really hard on exclusion lists or inclusion lists.
In the coming generations, we will learn how to engineer bodies and brains and minds.
Heard that? You don't know how to pretty much engineer the body, the brain, and the mind. If this doesn't tell you that this man is a psychopath, how else do he need to tell you? Why do you want to control somebody's body, their brains, and their minds? Control your own body, brain, and mind. But no, Esau wants to control your mind, your body, your brain. Something is wrong with this dude, okay? Like, seriously, something's wrong with Esau, bro. He's crazy as hell. I mean, he is crazy, bro. A mad scientist who's hell-bent on trying to be the Most High, bro. But, in his version through his science and artificial intelligence, all right? This man is crazy.
Spreading disinformation.
We owned the news. We were the gatekeepers. We very much owned the facts as well.
Why do we need elections? Because we know what the result will be. Please welcome His Royal Highness the Prince of Wales.
The rich get richer. There is no economic growth.
Individual carbon footprint tracker.
Certainly that it was digital, and certainly that it was biometric.
We will have new vaccines.
Combine brainwave activity together with other forms of software and surveillance technology, the power becomes quite precise.
Bring into a new world order. That new world order.
To achieve this, we must rediscover and embrace the narrative that has driven humanity since its inception, acting as trustees for a better future.
But isn't there something going on, a 15-minute city that they tried in the UK? Isn't there something along those lines? Just Google that. 15-minute city in UK.
But I mean, what do you want me? I don't
Just
know what I'm
see what
looking
it.
for.
Just Google that. 15-minute city in UK.
15-minute city.
I know it's going to come up, but I don't know what I'm looking for. Is what I'm saying.
You're a
Electric
smart guy.
Electric city or something, right?
Well,
I mean, they've talked about walkable communities for a long time.
15-minute hysteria.
That's from March.
Rather benign urban planning concept. Yeah. English city of Oxford. Click that. Yeah. Okay. An academic behind the hit hit. It's a hit, guys. It's like fucking Saturday Night Fever. It's a hit. The hit urban planning concept slammed flat earthers spreading fake news about livable cities. Oh yeah, you're a flat
Blame
earther
the flat
if you don't want to
earthers.
be trapped in a 15-minute city.
Where's Kelly Slater when you need him?
So scroll down here. Is Kelly Slater a flat earther?
He jokes around. He just torches people all the time.
So a rather benign urban planning concept is shaking up the English city of Oxford, sending thousands of people into the streets to protest what they say is a dystopian plan, take away their personal freedoms and lock them into their neighborhoods. The concept of the 15-minute city, popularized by the Franco-Colombian academic Carlos Moreno, aims to make cities more livable by ensuring that all essential services, think schools, medical care, and shops, are within the distance of a short walk or bicycle ride. Broadly, the idea is to cut down on long commutes and car emissions and improve people's quality of life, ensuring they have access to quality services where they live. That's not the way it's being seen in Oxford. News of the city council adopted a plan to embrace the 15-minute city model, prompted fierce backlash with local groups and public figures alleging that authorities plan to restrict residents to their immediate neighborhoods and strictly police their movements, which will happen eventually. The idea that that won't happen eventually, particularly in the case of a pandemic or something where they can control people, that this is not a fucking conspiracy theory. The outrage has been fanned by popular right-wing media figures and politicians who seized on the issue as an outrageous example of government overreach. If they do limit people to those places, that is exactly what people are terrified of. If they embrace this concept and create this model and then somehow or another mandate that you stay inside that.
Yeah.
That's fucking terrifying.
Which in the age of the COVID lockdowns is not out. There's no surprise that people are.
Well, you just by the guys calling the people that are talking about it flat earthers.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah.
Well, that's the goal. The goal is to get you people, right, in these 15-minute cities, okay, and to pretty much watch over you like a hawk. Make sure you're, you're being obedient, okay, to the carbon situation and global warming. I mean, this is madness, bro. Okay, but it's part of it. There we go. Sustainable, right here. Make cities and human settlements inclusive, safe, resilient, and sustainable. Right? Number 11 goal of the 17 Sustainable Development Goals. Okay? It's a part of the package. It's a part of the deal. It's a part of the plan. Create these cities. Okay? These 15 million cities. So if you've never seen this before, I highly recommend you go through these, each one. Okay? Just take a glance, read a little bit and see what they're trying to pretty much implement with these sustainable development goals. Okay? Because every country, every government is going to have to implement this very soon. Okay? If you go back and watch the Summit of the Future that took place back in September of 2024, all nations agreed to that. So this is going to be reality very soon, man. Very, very soon. Okay? I wonder what they got here. In poverty. Yeah. I bet. Here we go, man. Finish out the video, then I'm ready to close out my 2 precepts here.
Yeah.
But it's a spoiler alert.
Yeah.
That's what.
Yeah. It's interesting.
It makes you think.
Yeah,
it makes you wonder.
It does make you think. Now, look, if you wanted to make sure that people have all their goods and services very close to them so they could walk to, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
But the concept of somehow or another gating that or stopping people from going out or having checkpoints, that's what gets people concerned.
Yeah.
And they should be.
And cameras, you would think the whole thing's got to be camera.
They should be. I mean, look what we went through with the flights in this country, where you had to have a vaccine to even fly into this country as recently as very recently ago. I mean, is it still the case? Do you still have to be vaccinated to fly in?
I don't think so.
My friends just came from Australia, and they said you do.
And it's going to start back up, right? Isn't it? Aren't they doing the next pandemic?
They're talking about masks again, and
the White House press secretary lady, she was just talking about the vaccines. The vaccines work. Like, have a seat. Have a seat. They work how? Did you see the Cleveland Clinic study that shows that the more vaccinated you are, the more likely you are to get COVID? It means that as of 12:01 a.m. on May 12, 2023, non-citizen, non-immigrant air passengers no longer need to show proof.
Holy
shit. My friend, well, maybe they made you have proof in Australia to leave. I don't know. Maybe it's an Australian thing.
I mean, non-citizen, non-immigrant.
It was because if you come across the border, they just let you come in.
Yeah.
If you come across the border,
I got you. Or if you got on some kind of special visa.
If all you have is a backpack and you're here legally, you don't have to be vaccinated.
The Oregon thing, by the way,
American National
volunteer program.
Which Oregon thing?
The Oregon GPS thing for EV vehicles.
Yeah, but the idea is to tax people. It's to tax them.
Well, because according to this, they weren't. It's like a way to supplement the people who are being taxed at the gas pump versus people who are not being taxed when they pump their EV cars.
Yeah, but you're still taxed.
I wonder who would volunteer to pay a fuel
No one's going to volunteer. But the idea is they're setting up this eventual precedent where you're going to get taxed on the carbon that you use, period.
Right.
So you'll have some sort of an app, and we have to really fight against this. If you're going to have an app that shows your carbon footprint. Now, what's really ironic is when you have guys like Bill Gates, who owns 4 private jets.
Yeah.
Just one of those jets in one day spews out more carbon than your car does in the whole fucking life you use.
Yeah.
And this guy's flying all over the place telling everybody that they're going to have to eat fake meat.
That's like the ultimate elitism when you look at people like Bill Gates, you look at people like John Kerry, who justify their own contradiction of their philosophy. I know, exactly.
When he got busted and he lied, John Kerry, did you see that video?
What did he get busted for?
Well, because he was saying that I've never had a private jet. I don't own a private jet. Have you seen that? Have you seen this? You have to see this.
Yeah.
Jamie, pull that video up because it's hilarious. He's just flat out lying.
All right, man. So there you see it. Okay. Esau is coming. Okay. He believes in his blessing. And Babylon the Great, okay, is going to be in for a rude awakening. All these people, bro. they don't have a clue. Go try to talk to the average person about the 17 Sustainable Development Goals. They don't know what the hell you're talking about. They look like you crazy, but this is where we're heading to, man. Okay, but that situation in LA is very interesting, all right? Very, very interesting, man. So, got 2 precepts here I'm going to close out. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3, it says, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. We know who that is now. That's talking about Esau. It says, who opposes and exalts himself above all that is called God or that is worship. So this man opposed the Most High. He exalts himself over the Most High. Okay, when Esau says stuff like, we're going to hack the human body and control the body, control the brain, control the thoughts, he trying to be the Most High, bro. The scriptures say the Most High controls the thoughts of man, which is scary in the sense that, bro, like, come on, bro. The Most High controls the thoughts, your thoughts. That's controlled by the Most High, bro. But this man want to try and get control of that, all right, through his technology, right? It says, so that he as God sits in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. Bro, my dog is snoring loud as hell, man. Oh, my dog funny, bro. Why he snores so loud? It says, remember you not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things. It says, and now you know what would hold it, that he might be revealed in his time. And this is the time. Okay, Esau has been revealed for who he is. Okay, he can't hide it anymore. It says, for the mystery of iniquity does already work. Only he who now let it will let until he be taken out of the way. So the Most High, he's allowing this man, right, to be a demon. He's letting him bring forth this hell, okay, this MOTB system. But he only going to get a chance to bring it out so far, right? Because the Most High said he's going to take him out of the way. He's going to judge him by sending Yahweh Shai back. It says, and then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy the brightness of his coming. This is talking about the return of Yahweh Shai in the chariots, okay? Also, you can apply it to the prophets, right? As the mouth of the Lord. Okay, but it's talking about the chariots first and foremost, right? The return of Yahweh Shai. So Esau can do what he's gonna do, man. But our Lord Yahweh Shai coming back to put an end to it. Okay, so I'm gonna close out with that, man. Getting kind of tired here. But Lord willing, was edifying. I'll praise Yahweh Shem Al Shabbat Shem Chakodash. Shalom.